So my friends came and I actually forgot about them and say, oh, forgot about what is Kwame. I'm not going in there. Because the Christian orientation and Western orientation was pressing me, but in actual fact, I was suffering in my dream because every night of attack, every night, somebody coming from the ceiling to attack me, and bed moving around my window around 12 midnight was really scary. And all the pastors that I visited, none of them was able to solve the problems for me. And actually fucking women in the dream and all those things. None of those issues were solved. And then my unemployment situation. So I decided, and then one day, about 2 weeks or 3 weeks after my friend's visit, now I was going out from my house to purchase something. And then there was a lady who is a friend. Now she asked me to pick her daughter and gave it to the grandmother. And so I said, okay, no problem. So I was holding the child's hand and we were talking and I was teasing her and all those things. And then all of a sudden, I saw a fair colored lady coming. And then when the lady saw me, she looked at my face and then bowed down the head. And so when she got closer to me, she greeted me, good morning. I responded, good morning. Then he responded, good morning, Medo. That is my love. Good morning. And then she started laughing and went away. I was looking at her. And so just after that incident, now I made a firm decision to travel to Kwame. Come what may. Because, for a long time, the orientation that Christianity has given us is that the gods and the goddess are agents of Satan. And so if you go to them, it means you are for Satan. In the final day, in the final judgment day, you will go to hell. You see, this orientation has actually controlled my mind. And I was scared to go there because it was really against my Christian principles. So I decided that is why I was scared to visit any deity. But per what we have done so far, the concept of hell was created. Satan was created. Heaven was created. And that is why I took my time going through all those concepts. So Christianity and the white man has actually introduced falsehood in religion. And because you see, you have a problem, you go to them, they cannot solve it. And they will tell you it's because you have not found the right person. So for how many pastors do I have to go before I find the right person to solve my problems for me? And then when unfortunately you experience those attacks and then you die, and now they will come and tell you that it's the Lord who takes, it's the Lord who gives and it's the Lord who takes. So everything we should give thanks to God. We should thank God for dying. Is that what they are telling us? And then the pastor will come there and say that, now at your funeral, you will come there and say that, now you can't question the authority of God. You see, all these things are falsehood. God, through his wisdom, has given special things to the African environment. And so, for me, I decided to journey to Kwame. I went there. It was Thursday. Unfortunately, when I got to I got to Aguna Swed Road Station, I asked for the direction to Kwame Station. And then I got to the station, I realized that there was a taxi on scale loading to Kwame. So I called the driver aside and said that I really want to go to Kwame and then see the fetish priest of the river goddess. But the guy told me, no, the river goddess has no fetish priest. The elders of the palace are those in charge who perform rituals for you to actually go there and take your ritual bath. But unfortunately, it was performed yesterday, which was Wednesday, and so Thursday you have no one will attend to you. But then once you are here, it is better you go there and then also look at the details. You find out yourself. And then she also said that she was going to direct me to a priestess, a Christian side, whom I can actually also see because she's also good. So I listened to his advice, and then I went to Kwamai. And then he directed me to the priestess. Well, and then after having gone through consulting her spirits, now she told me that I should go to my family members, my father family members, to actually pour libation for me. But I told her I have no idea about where they live. And then he said, but where do you come from? And I said, I'm from Kwamai here. My father is from Kwamai here, sorry. And then he said, what is the name of your father? And I said, Opening Kwesi Buama. And he said, oh, you mean Buama, the fetish priest for Tigari? I said, yes, my father was once a fetish priest. He said, okay, then let me direct you to the family house. And so I was directed to my father's family house. I got there, and then I asked of one of his nephews, whom I was aware that he was there, and I was told that he had gone to farm. And so I waited, and after some time I became hungry, and so I decided to go to. They directed me to a drinking spot where they have pork meat and all those things. Now for me to enjoy my. So I bought kinky and went there to actually enjoy my lunch. And once there, I really listened to an interesting conversation. I listened to, so I want you to listen to those conversations I had with the people in my next episode.